Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise today to speak out against the disastrous Bill 5 because it is not just bad policy, it is a direct threat to the rule of law, to environmental protection, and to the democratic process in Ontario. And let's be clear about what this bill does. It gives Cabinet the power to override local bylaws, bulldoze environmental safeguards, and silence the voices of Indigenous communities, municipalities, and everyday Ontarians. Just before I came down to debate this bill, I had a constituent call my office to say, I hope you're going down there today to vote against Bill 5. This bill hands sweeping authority to the Premier and his Cabinet without meaningful checks and balances, and we've seen time and time again how that works out for Ontario. This is not how democracy should work. Speaker, this isn't about speeding up mining approvals. If that were the case, we'd be having a very different conversation. In fact, the Ontario Liberals have said clearly, we support accelerating responsible mining projects. We know that critical minerals are key to Ontario's economic future and the global fight against climate change. But Bill 5 is not the way to get there. This bill was rushed. I don't understand why this government is so obsessed with passing it right now and today. They should be taking the time to actually listen and get it right. It doesn't need to be passed today. It was poorly consulted, and even Minister Lecce admitted it still needs work. So let me ask, why are we voting on a bill that the government themselves has said it isn't ready? Why are we giving Cabinet a blank check to rewrite our laws behind closed doors? If this government truly cared about getting it right, they'd kill Bill 5 today. They take the summer to consult meaningfully with Indigenous communities. I'm sorry that you had to travel all the way here today to stand against this, to consult with municipalities, with environmental experts, and to reintroduce a new bill in the fall that will actually help speed up mining projects without bulldozing public trust in the process. Speaker, this is about our air, our clean water. It could be your farmland, your wetlands. If you live in a municipality that worked hard to create a responsible development plan, Bill 5 gives this government the power to throw your plan in the garbage. If you live near environmentally sensitive land, this bill puts that land and your community at risk. All to do things like build a fantasy highway tunnel under the 401 and fast-track pet projects with no accountability. This bill allows the Premier to gamble with our future. It guts the protections that keep our communities livable and strips away the voices of the people most affected. And to every member in this chamber considering voting for this bill in its original form, you are voting for failure. You are admitting that you're okay with a government that governs by force and not by consensus. Speaker, Bill 5 is not just flawed, it is fundamentally undemocratic, and I urge this government to listen to the people. Listen to Indigenous leaders and respect environmental science. Protect local democracy. Kill this bill and let's get to work on it and doing it right. Thank you.